Hello. Ooh, wait, I can't hear myself. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Okay. I can hear myself now. Good afternoon, everybody. It is good to see you, hopefully. Not quite. Not a whole lot of people on here yet. We're gonna be doing more Snowbreak. And I'll wait for the announcements until like someone actually comes to talk. Got a few short announcements. But they will be a little later when my people come on. So, but I hope you're all having a wonderful Wednesday. Kind of exhausted. I stayed up late playing Nikkei yesterday. Trying to get as many coupons as possible so I can pull for as many Nayutas as I can. I got her limit break up to 3 stars, and now I am upgrading her core. I want to upgrade her like as much as I can. And everyone always says that like pilgrims are the hardest Nikkeis to upgrade. And I believe it, which is why I'm working so hard to do as much as I can right now, because I've got no idea when or if Nayuta's banner will even be available. Yes, I would like a little appetizer before dinner. What? I'm not doing that. What is this? Change name card. Right, no, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna do... What does this do? I don't know what this does. It's got Fenny, or Fenny. Sure, why not? We'll do Fenny Pure Heart. Alright, and our goal today is going to Legacy. What is that? What is this? Allies Revisited. I did not do that. I don't know what that is. No, we're going to go into Legacy. And we're going to Chapter 12, Part 1. Ballad of Chaos. This is where we left off yesterday. So this is where we will be going today. And I do feel like I could use someone. I guess we'll use her just for her healing. But honestly speaking, we're probably not gonna use anyone outside of
My
Katya.
arrows are lovely, but deadly. Let's see what else you have stashed in your little lair, Tatiana. This mansion, the bunker, and the aerospace center where Omega is hiding out. Your Barensi Prebor strongholds must have a close connection.
So it's pronounced Barensi Prebor, not Pribor. Oh, we gotta avoid being seen, so we're doing some stealth stuff here. Hey. We got the janky stealth mission. It's just so funny to me how, like, this is literally some of the dumbest stealth I've ever seen in my life. You literally tell me these people don't see me, even though I'm like right there in the friggin' room with them. Makes no sense. Oh. Yeah. We're just gonna hide right here for a bit. He's not even gonna notice us. See that? He won't even notice us. And there we go.
Rude, barbaric,
Don't see
and
us.
completely incapable of showing restraint. You don't even try to hide your greed and heartlessness. Enslaving people is all you think about. You deserve to suffer.
Ooh. You know what? I literally think we're just going through the previous mission that we did for this, but in reverse. Unknown terminal. A terminal found on the ground in the bunker that likely belonged to a Quarena soldier. Ooh. Oh. It really is. It's just so strange. The fact that I can just walk through here and they don't even know I'm here. That was really close. I guess they didn't see me because of the, Oop. Whatever.
Send someone else to retrieve
Because of
this.
that pot.
Be good and stay put, Adjutant. You're as clingy as a little kid. It's kind of annoying.
Did I get found out?
I'll give you points for bravery.
Caution Klein. Don't act on your own. Where are you? Give me the coordinates and I'll come pick you up.
Oh dear.
Oh, missing me already.
Stop messing around. This is serious. The Corena faction is getting ready to attack the bunker.
Well.
That's a wrap. How about some paid time off?
Ah. Oh. Alright, so here we are. We're at the part where we're talking to the female intelligence broker, who I guess is gonna give us all the information we need. The Bishop, Millwood Ivanov. Huh. Thanks for killing him, Adjutant. The intelligence broker sat on the couch across from me, seemingly unconcerned, with a thick layer of dust on the table between us. Fiddling with the two white chess pieces, she slowly pulled out an old hourglass and placed it upside down on the table. Two chess pieces, 2 hours. Ask anything you want and I'll tell you what I know. Damn. Am I remaining silent? She changed her posture, clearly waiting for me to speak up. First, however, I had no intention of playing along. In the presence of an unfamiliar individual in an unfamiliar place, I had no idea how many potential dangers loomed over me. Although I had so many burning questions, I wanted to get my answers while saying as little as possible. Adjutant, I thought Katya already made it clear to you what I wanted to know. Ah, I understand. You're cautious. But do you really have to go this far just to avoid telling the truth? I'm just looking for answers, so you're up. The young woman narrowed her eyes. Is she really young? She looks either very old or very tired. Nonchalantly meeting my gaze. After some time, her tense shoulders suddenly relaxed. Haha, alright. Hydrogen has somehow changed your body, causing you to feel things you can't understand, right? Then, could you tell me when all this first started? You have been operating in Containment Zone Aleph for quite some time as the Heimdall Force's adjutant. You've never had a similar experience before? I'm pretty sure it happened the moment I started working. She was finally willing to play her part. As it was my turn to speak, I carefully mulled over what I wanted to say. No, never. The first time I had a reaction like this was probably... I don't think that was the first time. I very clearly remember in the very first chapter we had hallucinations after touching the snow. Restore its glory. Distorted figures. When I touched Ichel, I had a hallucination, but that's not the first time it happened. They forget that? What happened after that? Weird. in a hallway in the mansion. That girl named Pavlina, and that guy named Arseny. Well, hello there, little one. Here, you know what? Give you some water. Oh. Yeah, we're both hydrating. The reporters from Quarena shot her, and right in front of my eyes, she turned into something I can't even explain. Did you touch that girl, Pavlina? No, she just kept struggling in front of me, and she dissolved away. The next time was in the interrogation room in the bunker. The moment when I held Orlova. I felt something similar, but it wasn't as strong. The last time was with Katya. We had direct contact multiple times, but it seemed like she could consciously control whether or not I could see that stuff. You are saying all of these incidents took place after you left Containment Zone Aleph and came to Northwind Aerospace Center? You drinking from my cup immediately after you drink from yours, kid. I want you to think back. The first time this happened, are you sure it was when you touched Ichil Gustav? Or maybe I should say, if something was causing a change in your body, where did it start? Hopefully we're gonna finally remember the empathic ganglia that were, attached to us. Where did it start? The first time? There we go. Maybe. Adjutant, wake up. Are you okay? There's life. Operation Breakpoint. Adjutant, was it that shot you were hit with? Half human, half Titan. That assassin. The assassin who attacked you used a device we had never seen before when he was resisting arrest. It turned him into a human-Titan hybrid. Is that true, Adjutant? You know, the female intelligence broker's eyes kind of remind me of, Nana Hoshi from Mushoku Tensei after she basically lost the will to live. How many of you watched that? But they look very similar. Very, very tired, dead eyes. Even if it was, what would it imply? Are you saying the medical department at Yggdrasil did something to me when I was being treated? Maybe. I can't be sure. But aren't you curious about who sent that assassin and what kind of filth was on that bullet that was shot into you? Since you came here, someone has clearly performed the same exact trick in front of you once. Connect these memories and think about it. So she's not giving me the information. She's trying to make me come to the conclusion on my own. The Quarena reporters had turned Pavlina into a monster. Quarena soldiers created a situation in which Barency Prebor's resistance soldiers would have to be executed by their own men if they were injured. The Quarena faction isn't protecting Omega. On the contrary, Quarena is being controlled by Omega using Titagen technology. The assassin who infiltrated Yggdrasil was sent by Omega. That shot changed something in my body. I mean, I feel like this was very obvious straight from the get-go. Like, who else would have the motive to... both the motive and the means to shoot the adjutant with anything, if not someone on the board of directors? And since Omega is the enemy right now... Alright, we're with Caroline and Tao now. Director Tao, These are Life's treatment records for today. The medical logistics personnel were finally able to extract the remnants of the bullet from Life's body, but our research devices aren't able to deconstruct it. We can only suspect the strange substance caused Wednesday's a coma. Our researchers say there's no certainty when she will wake up. It could be tomorrow, or it could be... It's just Tytogen that has been artificially spliced and recompiled. It's nothing out of the ordinary. Tao took the report from the intelligence officer, scanned it for a moment, and returned it. Tell Medical Logistics they're on the wrong track. After this long, Life's body probably already absorbed most of this substance. Have them create a new 3-phase treatment plan. Understood, boss. Omega, you really won't stop at anything, will you? Boss? Using recompiled Tytogen to infiltrate the human body, then fill in and modify genetic defects. Theoretically, it could completely eliminate Javosis and allow the human body to evolve to a higher level. Omega was researching this field long before he betrayed Baron C. Prebor and came to Yggdrasil as a director. Icho Gustav was a former experimental subject of his. Oh, boss, there's a call coming in from the military. From where? Probably where the adjutant is. Yuden. Oh, the Beowulf Battalion. It's Captain Li Shi. I don't know how to pronounce that name. But I know her. Answer it. She's got quite the stomach, I'm gonna say this. Hello, Director Tao. Command has decided to crack down on this situation. You can notify everyone you sent here that they can trust the military and cooperate with us. Captain Lee, can I ask one thing of you? If you find Genu, get him out of Yeris. I can't guarantee it, but I'll try. If our intel is correct, the adjutant should be in the building in front of me. Oh, back to Haru and the adjutant, I think. No, wait. We're not done. Even if the bullet that hit the adjutant contained the results... Oh, Taiwan Ping Lord, hello, how are you? I am not winning. Not yet. I'm just in the middle of the story. Maybe at some point I will be winning. Once I get Mia, I'll know I've won. Even if the bullet that hit the adjutant contained the results of Omega's research, how does that explain the adjutant's ability to absorb Tytogen? Oh, I should have died. Really? I guess so. Was this the price for my life? Yes, that's right. Even though repairing genetic defects and eliminating Javosis sounds incredible, Omega still hasn't really succeeded. Inhalation, injections, bullets, blood transfusions. He conducted countless experiments on the Yeris people, with supplies provided by Millwood at the Refugee Resettlement Committee. So far, the best results occur when the human body is kept in a symbiotic state with Tytogen. Adjutant, you are likely in that state right now. To maintain this state, the incredibly rare, successful subjects have to constantly ingest Tytogen to guarantee their existence remains stable. It's extremely dangerous. Too much or too little can lead to death. That's why this stuff has become the most popular item in the entirety of Northrind Aerospace Center recently. Motherfucker. Omega is using it to slowly gain control over everyone. The tree in the containment zone is like a tree of life for him, the foundation of his renewed strength, determination, and hunger for revenge. That's what I want to know. How the fuck does she know all this? Like, how does she know all this and Yggdrasil and a bunch of other people don't? How do I know all this? She suddenly laughed, then reached out to pick up the queen chess piece. She continuously rubbed it with her long, slender fingers, staring at its smooth surface. Tell me, Adjutant, did you ever consider how this queen ended up with you? She's no ordinary intelligence broker. Who is she? I'm the queen. Millwood Ivanov's wife and prisoner. What the motherfucker? Okay, I guess that explains it. When he and Omega were working together, I acted as their advisor. Okay. That explains why she looks so dead inside. Bruh, if I was that asshat's wife, I'd probably be like that too. Thank you for turning me into a widow. The queen married the bishop. Ah. There are quite a few stories there. Feel free to let your mind run wild. You said you were Millwood's prisoner, and you have shared so much information with... Is it safe to assume you want to stop Omega too? Tell me, where is he? How do I find and stop him? I don't think she's gonna tell us. You don't want to tell me, or you don't know. Your time's up, Adjutant. 2 hours. The time you bought with these pieces is already up. Motherfucker. Haru's not too happy. I'm not too happy. I'm an intelligence broker. We have rules. If you have more questions, you'll have to pay the price. And I have something else here that's waiting for you to buy it back. What's that? I'm with her, what's that? Or with him, what's that? An armband from the Levitane squad of the Yggdrasil Internal Affairs Department. Okay. Sending spies to invade the military-occupied occupied region of Yerus and utilize interception, kidnapping, assassination, torture, and other methods to undermine the stability of the area and exacerbate the local crisis. You should be aware that there is an absolute information blockade on Northwind Aerospace Center, cutting it off from the outside world. If someone connects what I just said with this armband, I feel like I'm being blackmailed right now. And just tell me what you want to know. How to control flooding. She wants the same thing Millwood wanted. As long as you tell me in detail how to control flooding, I'll ensure your safe arrival in yours. I still don't like this fucker. You still want to be the queen? Oh man, that's some confidence. I've always been the queen. I have always been the queen, motherfucker. Oh, who is this person? As soon as she finished speaking, the door opened. Several middle-aged individuals with unwelcoming faces walked in and stared at us without a word. Oh, thank you, Haru, for defending me. What's all this? Are you trying to intimidate the adjutant? Looks like you have a deep misunderstanding of how the Heimdall force operates. Haru sprang up and stood in front of me, holding both her pistol and a dagger in her hands. She angrily scanned the intelligence brokers that had entered. No one dared meet her gaze. I don't care what kind of queen you are. If you don't want to meet that scumbag Millwood in the afterlife, tell them all to get out. I don't think it's going to go the way Haru wants it to, but I appreciate her. I observed each of their faces as Haru threatened them, realizing that their expressions were strange. Even the queen in front of me looked completely confused. Queen, Wait, Haru. Hold up, Haru, let him cook. Naruse Haru, put down your weapons. Captain Li Kui Shui. I still don't know how to pronounce that name. Ni Shu Shui. I'm gonna say Shu Shui. From the Beowulf Battalion stepped through the door as her voice sounded, followed by a small squad of fully armed soldiers. Queen Rosa Ivanov. We have reason to suspect you and your husband Millwood Evenoff are in violation of Item 5, Item 11, and Item 23 of Ordinance 3, Article 7 of the Yeris Military Occupied Zone. Damn. It seemed like Li Shushui came prepared. Cal, hello! I've been waiting for you and the others to arrive. Good of you to join me. How are you? It seemed like Li Shushui came prepared. I told her what happened in the canyon of the parish before, and this seemed like some sort of response. We must find out who was behind the mysterious message that lured us here. Flashback. Take them all away. Yes, Captain. You. I didn't think the famous Heimdall adjutant would be the one to act recklessly and get dragged around by other people. You know what? I feel like that's all I've been doing since I started playing the legacy aspect of this game. What a coincidence. I thought I wasn't either. Given how he is in the later chapters, it is kind of wild that he's just, like, getting dragged around. As Haru and I followed Li Shushui out of the building and emerged once again into Black Ice Alley, we saw that the entire road was now under military control. This is a bit heavy-handed. The Quarena faction is attacking Duchess Orlova's bunker with all of their might. General Adrian gave our forces in the rear military-occupied zone special permission to send 4 battalions to Northwind Aerospace Center. They will first attempt to gain control of everything outside Containment Zone 91. A military representative is currently getting ready to negotiate with Director Tao. We were unable to contact Orlova. Our intel says she left the bunker a long time ago. Our next step is to locate her. With the situation at Northwind Aerospace Center, she needs to take a certain amount of responsibility. What about the Quarena faction in command and Omega? Shouldn't they be held responsible? Only those qualified to negotiate at the table will be invited to sit down and talk it out. There's only one thing to do to those who aren't. Fight. So, basically, we're just gonna kill them, which I approve. It's clear that you guys are most responsible for this. Why wait until now to take action? Yeah, I want to hear your explanation, Li Shushui. You're right, but the more responsibility you have, the tighter the shackles. And I didn't intend on following you from Oswell Steel Mill to Northwind Aerospace Center. So I suggest you all get out of this place as soon as possible. Stop interfering with the politics of Yeris on Yggdrasil's behalf. I didn't interfere with any politics here, Captain Lee. Did I not? I came here to deal with the tree. We've worked together before. You know full well that Heimdall only handles problems related to Titans. And did you figure out how to deal with it? Not yet, but I know how. Been good as always. Played one time. Then started doing the event story back then. The first event story I started to read was Suspense in Skytopia. Suspense in Skytopia. This is definitely something I don't think I'll be able to. Is this something I'll be able to play? Suspense in Skytopia? I'm a little curious now. I'm still working on it. Before I'd even realized it, we had reached the end of a Black Ice Alley. The entrance to the bunker was up ahead. Li Shushui stood still and gazed at me deeply. Leave here so you can take your time figuring it out, Adjutant. You can't fix the problem here now. Leave with Naruse Haru. The rest of the Beowulf Battalion resolve the situation here. You guys have no idea what you're up against. You don't know how crazy Omega is and what he's done. She's not even listening. I can arrange transportation and a squad to escort you to the Yggdrasil branch office at the Yaras border. That's right, that's not where I need to go. My patience and what I can do both have limits, Adjutant. If you really want to help, bring your men back to the bunker with me. I need to recover one of my operatives and get a high-value target out of there. Absolutely not. My soldiers can't engage in combat with the Corena faction without official orders. Then we're just leaving. Okay, then goodbye, Captain Lee. I hope your later negotiations go smoother than ours just did. I'm at least glad that he's just saying, no, fuck you, I'm not doing that. Oh, that's good. So long as I'm able to play it. She was an excellent soldier, and I could understand where she was coming from. Oh, okay. I have the new Hentiro arc, so that's gonna be after this. But there can sometimes be too many barriers to get from mutual understanding to actual cooperation. It was an unavoidable yet regrettable fact. Oh, Adjutant, Katya's missing. She didn't come with us. God damn it. I knew it. I thought she had just been hiding from Li Shui and her soldiers, but she still hadn't shown up. That meant she was acting on her own again. Contact her and explain the situation. At this point, we could use all the help we can get. And where is Tess? You still can't contact her? The bunker was already filled with the sounds of shooting. As Haru shook her head silently, my heart sank in even deeper. Come on, let's go find her. The only chapter you'll miss is 1.7 Gradient of Souls, which is a huge character development for Chemo and Cherno and Mersalt. While I'm not as big on Cherno and Mersalt as the other characters, I do like them, and I do think it's important, probably important for me to try and play that. If I can't play it, maybe just watch like a YouTube video. Just as I was attempting to comfort both Haru and myself so we could better face this complex situation, an intense shaking suddenly began to spread from the end of the hallway to our feet. Adjutant, be careful, Oh dear. My body shook with the powerful tremors under my feet, causing me to lose my balance and fall to the ground. Haru, holy shit, Haru rushed over to try and protect me, but an explosion flung her away. Damn! It's a penetrator bomb. Adjutant, run! But how am I gonna run? I'm pretty much deaf. The massive explosion almost rendered me deaf, and I fell to my knees in a daze. I watched Haru open her mouth to say something as she attempted to run toward me. The next second, I felt nothing beneath my feet. I fell into the unknown, along with the rubble and crumbling bricks. I either gotta wait for a rerun, or by miracle, Dev decided to put... I do wish they would put... I wish anything story-related they would keep in the game as permanent content. But more than likely, I am probably gonna just watch a YouTube. Is I think what I'm gonna have. All right. I was gonna say this, but I will probably have to leave a little early because I've got an appointment today. So I don't know how long I'll be able to stay on, but I'll try to stay on as long as possible. Well, we are split off.
Always ready to fight. Tess, where are you?
I have no idea. This bunker is like a maze.
Stay alert.
But I don't see any enemies here. It's empty.
You don't see any enemies here, but I do. Quite a few, in fact. Are those changed? Those are changed.
I've gone to two.
This is bad.
Oh, we finally
But all
got
the
Test.
entrances now. Adjutant, where did you run off to?
Find somewhere to hide first and stay out of sight. I'll think of a way to locate you.
She's
Listen
right
up.
there.
These guys are genuine militants. Flesh wound. Don't
These-
waste my blade. You can if you encounter an enemy. Don't get caught.
These are not militants. These are changed.
Enemy is down. Stay sharp. Shouldn't be this rusty.
There you are. Oh, so she's actually gonna follow me.
What is any of this worth compared to honor?
I wonder if she can actually do anything, like, helpful. Oh, damn. Okay.
Shouldn't be this rusty.
You know what? Yeah, let's do it. Oh, no, maybe she can't heal right now. I gotta wait.
Is it here? Then keep him.
I think so. It's close.
Oh, no.
A lovely sound.
Quickly as
Oh.
possible, folks.
I did use C. You mean E? E is the only support skill I can see her having right now. So, but it's actually, so I think it's Q, this one right here. But I've got insufficient U energy. Oh, press C while as
Just
hard.
hold
Oh,
the
okay.
situation.
Supplies.
This? Oh! Oh! Okay. I see what's happening now. Thank you. That's what you meant.
A lovely sound.
Alright. I'll have to just do what I can. Strong enemy incoming. Well, shit.
Supplies.
Taste my blade! Reveal! Enemy is down.
There.
Stay sharp. What is any of this worth compared to honor?
I think I'm gonna want to wait a sec and redo Yao's healing again.
Supplies.
She doesn't heal a whole lot, but you know what? A little bit is better than nothing. I imagine what I really need is I think I'd probably need her logistics support. And her neuronics, I guess.
Supplies.
It's whatever. I'll do what I can with this. Alright. This is good enough. Keep going. Oh, never mind. I didn't even need to bother healing. It's done.
I feel the weight. Of
I feel a little
this victory.
stupid. All right, let's see what's gonna be said. Oh no, it's a cutscene. All right, so what do we have here? What is this? Giant ass robot.
It's Saga. No. It looks like a new model. Taste my blade! They only got this tech half a year ago. And it's already ready to be used in combat. Wesley, don't worry about it.
Oh boy. This ain't good. Alright, we're gonna hide. Is that a good idea? It does have a big ass shield. I wonder. Alright, if I do this.
Stars back on stage.
I'm wondering if I can use her to damage that shield. Ow.
What are you waiting for?
Stars back on stage.
Yeah, this is an annoying ass shield. Is there an easier way to get rid of this shield?
Adjust plans when the situation changes.
So it's best to use regular ballistic shots over... Ow.
Stars back on stage.
You know what though? So long as I am airborne, it might be harder for him to hit me.
It's nothing. Don't you worry, darling. I won't drag you down.
What are you waiting for? A lovely sound.
Ugh. Ow.
I've lost my edge.
Nope,
Been
I'm
away
gone.
too long.
And I don't have Katya. Alright, we're gonna have to stop that. God. Well, and still the biggest issue I think honestly it really is it's oh. Oh. Wait a second. So now I actually have my trial characters, both my trial characters. Okay. I can probably do it now.
What the heck is that?
Saga!
World of magic.
No.
Here we go.
Looks like a new model refined by the military. They only got this tech half a year ago. And it's already ready to be used in combat. A lovely sound.
Oh my gosh. Just gotta keep moving, I guess. Next tip. It's just weapon. Okay, so attack when it opens its mouth is what I'm getting from this.
A lovely sound.
Ow. There we go. That might be my best bet. Alright, and we're also gonna use Tess again. Even a little bit of damage, I feel like, is good.
Question. Don't worry about it.
Alright, but also let's finally do this.
Don't wake me.
And go ahead and sleep, lazy bones. I love that she's just like sleeping there, like like lady.
Shouldn't be this rusty.
Oh, this is the best time to hit right now. Right now. Oh my gosh. Finally.
Hit its weak spot. Aim for that eye. Taste my blade. A lovely sound. Reveal.
There. Oh my god. Oh my god, but I actually died. I Haru actually got retired. Oh, and Katya saved me. Now, what is this? And why does she sound like she's moaning? I mean, I'm not complaining.
Show was a blast. Thanks for coming.
No operatives first retreat. Yep, I failed that. We're gonna do that later. We'll do that later. I want to do that when I can actually upgrade all my characters to level 80. Adjutant. Ooh, excuse me. Thank goodness you're okay. I was so scared when it collapsed. I thought you... Wow. Something's wrong with my throat. She threw her arms around me in desperation, holding me tightly as her tears soaked into my chest. Hey, why are you crying? I'm okay, aren't I? Alright. Everyone's watching. And you should be thanking someone else for saving me anyway. Right, it's Katya. I looked over at Katya, who was unsurprisingly snickering. Even so, there was a thinly veiled exhaustion in her smile. No. Keep going. Pretend I'm not even here. Katya Klein. Thank you for saving the adjutant. Man, everyone is so sentimental right now. Haru stepped forward, walked over to Katya, and reached out to her as she sat on the ground. I was just returning the favor. I owe him 2 lives, and that was one of them. I hope I can pay the other one back quickly so we're all even. She looked over at me, avoiding Haru's hand. Her blue eyes sparkled, putting me in somewhat of a trance. I said, thank you for saving the adjutant. I get the feeling she is frustrated. He's going to tease you for your stubbornness, Naruse Haru. The adjutant isn't as innocent as he looks. Does the adjutant look innocent? Because I don't get that vibe from him at all. Her words were cold, but Katya reached out to grab Haru's hand, allowing her to help her up. Miss Katya, the adjutant said that you guys talked, and that you're willing to help us find Ichil and Omega. Since you just saved the adjutant again, we're pretty much squad mates now. Ha ha ha. Man, she is awkward. Huh. You guys are pretty funny. Huh? We almost died, but you didn't ask where we are, and you don't even care how dangerous it is. One is getting sentimental, and the other is blushing while she tries to make up with me. I mean, yeah, okay, that does make a bit of that. I can see that. His current outfit is is kind of meh, but the exosuit definitely makes him look more like a deviant. Did you guys forget that we still have to get Ichil back and handle Omega? Katya seems quite relaxed now. After mellowing out, the unruly energy present in her personality was even more apparent. If I remember correctly, this is Omega's territory. His territory? Yeah, I'm with her. What do you mean by this? The heart of Northwind Aerospace Center, smack dab in the middle of Containment Zone 91. Suzda Launch Base. So this is Suzda Launch Base. How the hell did we get here? No, I have no idea how we even got here. What is going on? The tree you need to take care of is here too, Jinu. That old scumbag probably has no clue the henchman he sent after us would actually lead us right under his own lair. I wonder. Oh man, I feel so bad for Ichil right now. In the depths of the cramped lab, the small girl sat inside some kind of peculiar, convoluted experimental equipment. She squeezed her eyes shut, gritting her teeth as she tried to endure the unbearable pain. Fuck 'em trees, that's right, fuck 'em trees. I agree with you, Cal, fuck them. Dr. Kent, I also hope we kill him. Yes, that's it. I was right from the very beginning. You should thank me, Omega. If I hadn't kept those control parameters, if I hadn't refused to give them up, would you even have come close to what you have today? Well done. You have done excellent work here. As long as you keep this place safe and prevent anyone from disturbing me and my equipment, I'll be able to give you one very soon. No, not one. I can give you several, countless vessels to use. Achieving immortality is simply a narrow-minded desire. It is the spirit instinctually crying out, trapped within the cage of flesh. Once this experiment is completed, our wish will be within our grasp. Within the boundary between human and Titan, we will find a new, eternal existence. Fucker. So-called evolution or becoming a god will no longer be out of reach. The future of mankind is in our hands. I want to shoot him. The fanatical doctor murmured to himself, oblivious to the insidious expression on the other man's face. As the latter walked away, there was a chill in his footsteps. Oh, here's another familiar face. That was Delta, right? Looks like I should congratulate you in advance, Omega. You've created quite a bit of hope. You look good. Oh, and there's Theta? Was that Theta? You look good, Omega. Much better than when we last saw you last. Heh. There's your bumbling sarcasm. You're getting more immature the longer you live. No, I think that's Theta. Epsilon. Thank you. Epsilon. And this is Theta. Still getting all those mathematical symbols mixed up. I'm glad you regained some of your confidence. If you really are glad, don't make that face. Don't worry, even if I'm successful, I won't steal any medical business from you. I at least know pie! But you'd be stealing the battle idol's thunder, wouldn't you? A human titan fusion. The Titagen will allow it to cure genetic defects, eliminating Javosis, and utilizing its own flesh to evolve into a higher being. If we really get to that point, manifestations would lose all purpose. You're excited about that prospect, aren't you? Naturally. I want to put a bullet through his head. Wouldn't you all agree? Otherwise, you wouldn't have supported me this long. For a while, we were blinded by our indulgence in Tau and our obsession with the Heimdall Force. Caused us cut ourselves off from the true path of evolution. That woman banished us, humiliated us, and nailed us to a pillar of shame, directing the ire of the entire world at us. But she isn't aware of the consequences of her behavior. She doesn't know that it was her very betrayal that inspired us to find this new direction, so basically we're kind of to blame here. Rejoice, friends, the day our long-held wish will be fulfilled is fast approaching. I will do everything in my power to establish a new, eternal power. Just thinking about it makes me ecstatic. Yggdrasil will crumble in the face of our eternal life and power. Man, and so will that woman's rotten, filthy, twisted corpse. He is delusional as fuck. I want to destroy all of this. Alright, wait. I still don't get it. Tess is so confused. I'm a little confused too. Don't worry, Tess. Are you saying the adjutant and Director Tau might have been tricked? Wait, we were tricked? What? If she's right, then it's not only a possibility, it's certain. Operation Breakpoint. Has Omega been planning this since then? Even worse, it's not just Omega. It would be hard for him to organize everything on his own. There isn't a single person on the former board who isn't involved in this. Even if they didn't actually plant any moles inside the company, they would have just needed to spread the word. Then, knowing how cautious and distrustful Tau is, she would have certainly been led to believe there were vestiges of the board within the company. Once you have that kind of power, you can never relax. Especially if you are the only one wielding that power. This is true. The more powerful you are, the more you're afraid of losing it. In that kind of situation, you were the only one she could trust, Gino. So Director Tau naturally chose to send the adjutant, instead of the security department, to conduct Operation Breakpoint and weed out any enemies within the company. And Omega's assassin made his move in the Yggdrasil headquarters building while the adjutant was performing a mission. No matter if I ended up dead or alive, that action in itself must have made Tau even more suspicious of the company's internals. She doesn't handle this stuff well. Once that doubt enters her mind, she'll use the most brash means to handle it. Yep, she is. Well, so I think Tau's kind of always been the most powerful, but I think now, especially, that she is like the only one in power. She's probably even more paranoid than she used to be. If I had died, Heimdall wouldn't have had a leader, and she wouldn't have been able to find a suitable replacement on short notice. The Heimdall force would inevitably struggle to function. But trees were popping up all over the world back then. Titagen was becoming a problem for all of humankind. Katya looks amused. You see how much intelligence somewhere like Black Ice Alley holds. There will always be people like Millwood, willing to work with Omega to spread the news of your death. Yggdrasil's reputation and credibility would definitely take a hit. And even if I survived the assassination, Omega knew that she'd need to find someone to work for her as soon as possible. She would be worried about the security within Yggdrasil, and she'd find a way to send me away while she ensured that the company was safe. I know her, but the board knows her even better. In her eyes, how far does she need to go before she can ensure the company is safe? That's why she created Internal Affairs and Leviathan Squad. She even transferred me back here, ordering me to escort Icho back to Yeris with you. I'm not the only one who wants to understand everything that's happened recently. So we're back on the flashback. With you on the outside and me on the inside, we need to work together to find the truth. Unbelievable. Yes, I agree with Ginu. She should have been upfront from the beginning. That wouldn't work. If the bait knows that it's bait, then when the fish prepares to bite, won't it try to escape or resist? No, I think that's stupid. If we think about it that way, one aspect stands out as being really suspicious, maybe even intentional. Ichel. It's like she fell right out of the sky and into our laps. Huh? What's wrong with Ichel? Tess, you're so adorable when you're confused. Nothing. It's just that the timing of her appearance was too much of a coincidence. As soon as the adjutant had recovered from his injuries, you received intel and captured Ichel. Coincidentally, Duchess Orlova struck a deal with Director Tao, and we needed someone to escort Ichel. The adjutant could use this mission as an excuse to leave headquarters without arousing suspicion. Tess, you've been active in the border region for a while. Do you really believe Ichel could be captured at any time? If it really was that easy, she would have fallen into someone else's hands a long time ago. Oh, so Katya suspects Orlova. That's why I have always been suspicious of Orlova. That sly fox's hands are just as dirty as Omega's, and I'm positive there's Titagen inside her. Here, I found this in her mansion. A key? No idea. But it was hidden really well, so it's probably not a piece of junk. Let's go. I think I remember how this place is set up. I need to get you guys out of here first. At the very least, we need to locate a clean quarantine room before I can think about our next steps. A clean quarantine room? Idiot. This place is chock full of highly concentrated Titagen. Haven't you noticed that your operatives are gritting their teeth? Have I not noticed? I was startled by the change in her tone. With Katya's reminder, I suddenly realized that Haru and Tess's expressions looked somewhat uncomfortable. However, what made me even more uneasy was the fact that my body was clearly weaker than my squad mates. So, if there really was highly concentrated Titagen everywhere here like Katya said, why was I fine? Yeah, but why don't I feel anything? Oh? She suddenly looked at me with a fiery gaze. A golden light seemingly shone in her blue eyes. I remembered that light. It was the same light that appeared in her eyes when she guided me in absorbing the fragmented Titagen in the bunker. Interesting. In that case, you might really be able to take care of that tree. So Katya is basically the one who figures out our powers? But now, it's even more important that we get that girl back. Let's do it. Let's get the girl back. File 2. Here we are, File 2. Ooh, there's the old man. General, our meeting with Yggdrasil is about to begin. Are you sure you'd like to attend? I recommend that the meeting be limited to myself and a staff representative this time. If you were to attend, the Querena faction's atrocious actions might negatively affect you. Avoiding this won't solve the problem. I imagine him having a baritone voice kind of like thunder. Too bad I can't do that. Now that we've decided to deal with this, we need to do it properly. The issue at Northwind Aerospace Center requires aid from Yggdrasil. I need to understand their position and demands for myself. Yes, sir. Understood. So, military liaison. General, Major, the communication has been set up, and the other party has arrived. We can begin at any time. Here's General Adrian again. Let's see. Remember, make concessions when you need to, and take responsibility when you should. But Yerus is a military-occupied region. We, not Yggdrasil, need to maintain dominance. Understood. I'm assuming they're going to talk to Tau. Oh no, yep. Director Tau, we are ready to begin. Please wait a moment. Cirrus, take Marianne with you to handle the mission that I just assigned to you. If necessary, utilize her family's Cathode Technologies intelligence network. They had no substantial connection to anyone on the former board. You should be able to depend on them for help. Wonder what missions they've got. Understood. We'll find every last one of Omega's hiding places. Caroline, notify all Heimdall operatives to rendezvous here. Understood, boss. Put me through. Alright, so the meeting's about to begin. Dede. Ohio. Hola. How are you doing today? Welcome to the stream. You might be the only one I know right now that's on YouTube. So we're looking Caroline here. What are you two still doing here? Where else would we be? Also, thank you for subscribing. I think you literally just came on, but I appreciate you subscribing immediately after coming in. Much appreciated. Where else would we be? We've been here every day since the adjutant went to Yerus. Well, welcome from America. Never been to Brazil. And here's Fenny. What's going on? Whatever it is, I don't care. I'm busy. That's very Fenny of her. I don't want to bother you guys either, but we're just missing you too. The boss is meeting with the military higher-ups in her office to discuss a resolution of the issue at Northwind Aerospace Center. All operatives need to be present. Well, I did my job. It's up to you guys if you go or not. Before Caroline could finish speaking, the medical bay door flew open. A blonde lioness stood in the hallway, furious. The military? I haven't even settled my score with them, and now they're showing their faces first? Wow, she's angry. The situation only got to this point because they've been sitting on their hands doing nothing. If the adjutant is so much as missing a hair on his head when he comes back, so help me. Wow, she's really angry on the adjutant's behalf. I don't feel like our relationship was all that fiery at the moment. Wonder what happened. Benny, you're way too loud. Oh, she's back! That's life. That's gotta be life. Eh? So you guys... What did you think we've been doing? Hiding out? Alright, now that everyone is here... So life is back. I kind of thought we would be the ones who saved life, but I guess not. Less than half a year after you were provided with the Saga technology, dangerous entities, like the Quarena faction, were allowed to get their hands on it and even modify it. It was even used to harm the Heimdall adjutant and operatives. Yggdrasil has reason to believe there are severe management issues within the military. You need to come up with an effective plan to win back our trust. If you can't ensure the safety of our Heimdall operatives, how can you expect us to enter Yerus to clean up this mess for you? We're already in Yerus. Is this threat gonna fly? Ji Chengxing, please watch your tone. You want to talk about management issues? Speaking of internal mismanagement, shouldn't Yggdrasil take some responsibility for the heinous events that have taken place at Northwind Aerospace Center? Omega was a former director on your board. His misuse of the technology and information obtained from Yggdrasil led to the abnormal appearance of a tree in Containment Zone 91 and the spread of Tytogen. And now he has triggered an insurrection by the entire Querena force that we garrisoned in this district. Why should I believe you aren't the ones pulling the strings? Oh, damn. So, our threat is being met with another threat and suspicion. Hey, I dare you to say that one more time. Good Fenny. Good going Fenny. This is why I like her. The meeting was already tense. When Changxing pressured the military representative, her opponent was seemingly determined to shift responsibility onto Yggdrasil. But suddenly the office door swung open. Benny's defiant smirk and Acacia's signature sigh interrupted the standoff. Hey, you in the uniform. You like to slap the table, huh? In that case... Is this a meeting or a court? Is she about to make like an Ace Detective reference here? Hey, slow down. You're still weak. Acacia grumbled behind Fenny, supporting a tall figure as she walked in. Life! You... And she's back. Life Bestla. With Acacia's support, the former Battle Idol champion walked in slowly, with a weak but determined stride. While everyone present couldn't help but stare at her in awe, her own gaze pierced through them to another space at another time. Awakening at this time. You intend to save him, Odin. It's a pity, but all humans are destined to enter Valhalla. You can't save him or anyone else. I'm kind of curious about like what Odin is exactly. Like, I know in the mythology they're gods. That tree will soon swallow Yerdis whole. Without the adjutant, you can't do anything other than wait for death. Bold words. So, shut your mouth. Wow! Life is normally so emotionless, so hearing her say that, not hearing her say that, I'm saying that, but reading it. Let the Heimdall Force tell you how to really solve this problem. Okay. And over. Literally. Over. Just like that. Oh, and I'm not getting that because I didn't do the mission. But really quickly, let's go see if I can actually get some more stuff here. There's this. We'll get the tasks. And target. So let's grab everything we can and hope that it's enough to level us up. Also, I have 4 of those. Yeah, time for another Echo. Let's see if I get Mia. I got someone. I got some 5-star, but is it Mia? Is the real question here. Oh, yep, I think it's Mia. Yep.
Operative Mia, officially reporting in.
You know what? I like her opening. I like her look too. She really does. She looks like a cat girl Kitagawa. Cat girl Marin. Well, so I think what happens here is what is it? It's confirm. So I think what it is like what if you do this, or at some point if you oh yeah, okay, so I completed the 100, maybe. You basically get it, but you have to do this like a certain number of times. You have to do like 100 pulls or something. I don't know how this works. Random extract chest. Oh. Any coronet. I don't like any of these ones. Okay, that's fine. We've got Mia. That's the important thing is that we got Mia, which means I can build her. Ah. So we're gonna do this. That's still the best we can do for that. But I'll go ahead and activate some of her ironics. I don't think we can do any more. Tails. Is that complete? No, I need to do this one, I think. It's fine. So now we can go into logistics or shop.
Let me see what's new in the shop.
Ah, okay. So the 50% actually has a higher rate to pull her, but it has a 100% guarantee if you pull enough times. Let's grab that. And then we'll go... What are these?
How do you know I wanted this, darling?
No, we won't do that yet. Just keep going to the shop, though, because I want logistics. Not these ones. These ones. Oh, but I don't have any of those things. Okay, I can't do anything with that. Ah, okay, that makes sense. Now, what was which weapon is Mia's? We'll go back into Echo for a second. So we've got the Skirt Chaser is her 5-star. But I'm assuming she's got a decent 4-star as well. So we got drop rate. So the Skirt Chaser, this is her. So electric. Cherry something. Oh, it's in the event shop. Okay. So I need to go here. And we're not going to do any of this yet, though. This. And I would go Cherry Blast. So this is the one I would need. Okay. So I get it now. So that's what I need to get for her. For now, we'll just give her the best weapon I can think of. I'm assuming that electric is like what she specializes in. So attack boost. Let's see. You know, let's go back here for just a second so I can see what kind of weapon this is. So infused with trendy cultural elements and a stripped down design. Right. Well, I don't have enough for it yet, but once I do, what I really want to know, I just want the details. So it's electric damage. So until I can actually get that, we will grab at least something that she can use. That's electric. Neon tube, what's this? Defense boost. No, we don't want that. Defense boost is garbage. Attack boost, attack boost. Ignition conduct, brutish folk, flock of birds. Oh wait, I need to be looking at this. Frost damage. Thermal damage. Heavy warheads. Kinetic damage. Okay, so I don't actually get anything. I don't have anything that she can really use. But so what we can do then... We can do this. Increased electrical damage. And we'll upgrade this as much as humanly possible. Just so I have something. Oh, we gotta go to blue and above. We'll do blue and above. Not got enough for that, but what we can do is we can also go here. And we'll just boost the fuck out of this. At least for now. So, and that's maximized. And I don't got anything for this. Okay. It's fine. So, I think that's the best we're gonna get with this. And we don't got anything good for that, but we can do this now. And do I have anything else for this? Can I increase anything here? Yes. And we can activate the second phase of this. So I think... Oh, wait, I saw something over here. Hang on. Go back to her. And go into neuronics. This. What is this? Okay. Reach phase 2 of her Deos alignment. Alright. So we've done all that. That's the best we got so far. I'll probably try to get her a little higher once I can. And then I guess we can go back to this. Main story. We're at 80%. Oh, right, because we did not manage to do the 2-star for that one. But we're going to wait. We're gonna get into chapter 12 now. Ready? Where's Katya? I'm always ready. Who the hell do you think I am? After a couple... Ooh, hang on. I need the water. The water went down the wrong pipe. After a couple of hours, we arrived from the bunker, and Katya led us around the Suzdal launch base before we ultimately arrived at an office. It was just as she had said. The concentration of Titagen contamination at the Suzdal launch base was higher than anyone could have predicted. The discomfort on Haru and Tessa's faces became increasingly apparent on our way. They only relaxed somewhat after entering this room. Ready? For what? By the way, the story menu BGM for this chapter is called A Girl with a Glaring Hope. I can see why you would call it, why you'd also call it Ichel's theme, because I'm fairly certain that's who that refers to. The girl with the glaring hope. Ichel's the only one who fits that. Background music. Huh. It's cute how dumb you are. Wow. Wow. You just called the adjutant dumb. To be fair, he's not acting very smart, but I guess that's just, I get it. She said it for no reason, before immediately starting toward me with long strides. Then, without any hesitation, she threw herself into my arms. Is she gonna release her Titagen and I'm gonna... Up, poor Tess! Look at that blush. Look at that blush. And Haru's just angry. What do you think you're doing this time? Yeah, I want to know that question. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to complain. I'm just going to accept it. Don't stand there like a statue. Put your hands where they belong. I know exactly where his hands belong. We've obviously done this before. Don't ask me to teach you again. No, we're going to be absorbing Titagen. I get it. Ah, are you going to make the adjutant? As Tess spoke, she inadvertently moved closer. However, Haru grabbed her wrist from where she stood behind her. Huh? Captain Haru? Don't get close. There's no Titagen contamination in this room now, but her body could become a source at any moment. You haven't engaged in combat after being exposed to Titagen for such a long time before. Just focus on relaxing. Try to calm yourself down. Flooding is no laughing matter. Alright. So, I'm gonna absorb the Titagen now, right? This is what's going down, right? It's not what I was actually hoping for, but... Only a few steps away from me, the two pairs of eyes watching me and Katya conveyed completely different emotions. I averted my face in response to their gazes. I couldn't stop myself from thinking about how to handle the next battle. What could I do to protect them from the effects of Titagen contamination? Hey, Earth to Adjutant! Sulking as I held her in my embrace, she reached out and flicked me on the forehead. I inadvertently turned back to her and looked right into her blue eyes. If you hesitate, you won't be able to save anyone. She's right. She's not wrong, you know. Her lips hadn't moved whatsoever. It was clear, but it was like her voice was right in my ear. Her whisper was broadcast right into my head, crystal clear. What are you talking about? Bro, why is the adjutant not getting it? I get it, and I'm stupid. Do I really have to do this to make you understand? Obviously you do. She suddenly lost her temper. I raised my eyebrows as the hands that were just rubbing my back clamped down. That familiar sensation of stifling heaviness instantly overcame me. The fact that she actually had to do this is a little frustrating. You'd think the adjutant would be smart enough to figure it out by now, but I don't get it. Ah, right. Titagen. My body could now absorb and convert that stuff. Yes, finally. Fuck. God, how long was it going to take you to figure that shit out? Fragmented Titagen is basically a vehicle for memories. You absorb them, understand them, and you can see everything they recorded. Sounds, images, words, actions that all once existed. Even things that only existed in the subject's imagination. As long as someone remembers it, you can see it. Through touch? There are a bunch of different methods, and the rationale is all really complicated. You just need to know that increased skin-to-skin contact is the most effective approach for you right now. So basically, she's saying I gotta get up close and personal. This is what she's saying. She's saying you gotta get up close and touch me. Okay, let's cut to the chase. Hug me. Let me get inside your head. I'm going to show you something that urgently needs to be dealt with. I don't mind. She's already living rent-free in my head. I'm just gonna say this. She clung closer to my embrace naturally. For some reason, I felt a bit nervous. My heart rate began to speed up. My limbs went numb, and my diaphragm tightened. It was like I was experiencing respiratory alkalosis. I don't know if that's how you pronounce that. Hug her tightly. Let's do this. My trembling body left me feeling agitated. I bit down on my lip and pierced through the skin. The metallic taste gave me the courage to open my arms and embrace Katya tightly. Ah, turns out you like it rough. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. So I don't know what the adjutant likes, but I do like it a little rough. We were like a pair of entangled anacondas, hell-bent on suffocating one another. I don't like it that rough. Out of the choking, painful sensation, one of her memories began to rush into my head. Is this a flashback moment? This is a flashback moment. That sounds gross. What was that sound? It was a memory about me from only a few days ago, but I had no idea it existed. It was also a small secret between Katya Klein and Ichel Gustav. What's going on here? Who has the nerve to cause all this commotion in the mansion? I thought this place had tight security. It's Arseny. Please calm down, Mr. Arseny. I'll escort you to the safe room right away. The Duchess will explain everything to you, sir. I don't want an explanation. Listen up. I know Duchess Orlova, and I know exactly what she's up to. You guys better not rope me into this, otherwise... Mr. Arseny, please don't... Oops, what's going on there? The assistant still hadn't finished his sentence, but he would never get the chance to. Warm liquid spurted from his throat where it was pierced by a crossbow bolt, splashing on Arseny's face. That was definitely Katya. Who's there? Who did that? Come out! Arseny, calm down, son. She emerged from the dark shadows with soft steps, fiddling with a crossbow bolt in her hands. She walked past Arseny without a second glance. You're that mercenary Blue Bolt! What are you doing here? Did Orlova hire you to kill us? I don't think she fucking cares about you, bro. You're just there. She had already walked past Arseny, but when he said this, she suddenly stopped and turned her head. Her light blue eyes gazed straight into his own. She stared for a moment, then began to approach him. What are you doing? No, please no. She did nothing but stare at him, watching as his entire body shook, as he choked and fell to the ground under the weight of an invisible fear, doing everything he could to beg for mercy. The Titagen that had infiltrated his brain through her gaze tortured Arseny until he was rolling on the floor. Even so, she was satisfied and had already vanished. Only the crisp sound of heels hitting the floor could be heard at the end of the hallway. Looks like Ichel's in pain. It's so hot. I don't like it. You, outside the door. Go away. I'm going to fight you. A petite girl curled up in an old, luxurious cigar chair in the dark room. At that moment, Ichel was completely vulnerable and trying her best to endure everything. To endure the invading Titagen purposefully being emitted from outside the door. To endure her opponent's seemingly sly curiosity. You're more interesting than I thought you'd be, kiddo. The azure beauty pushed open the door and commanded Ichel's attention. You're not a good guy, but you're not bad either. She's got good instincts. You make me feel bad, but I don't want to fight you, so go away. You're just like a little panther, really. What a cutie. Omega, you're a scumbag. A trump card? What do you want with this girl? You're weird. You don't want to hurt me, but you said that bad guy's name. She really does have sharp instincts. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should fight you or not. Oh, what the fuck? Even though the little girl claimed to be true, her body was changing. It was enough to wipe the smile off Katya's face and indicate that she was facing a strong enemy. Huh. So that's what's going on here. I think I get it now. If you won't leave, then let's fight. So Ichil has a Titan form. Damn, motherfucker. Katya, stop. Oh, I'm talking to the Katya in the memory. Don't fight her. I shouted, and it was as if I had just awoken from a nightmare. The words I screamed seemingly sapped all of my strength, and my body felt like I'd been pulled out of a deep pool of water. I felt numbness, exhaustion, fatigue, and had extremely blurred vision. For a moment, I didn't even know where or when I was. Looks like it's still too intense. Adjutant? Whoa! In my daze, I sensed myself falling backward into Tess's arms as she rushed toward me. But in the next instant, she let out a pained groan. Her soft body grew rigid as she shook. Say something, Klein. Haru's angry again. Honestly, this is like her standard at this point. Haru stood in front of me and Tess, blocking my view of Katya with her back. I could clearly make out the sound of her silver teeth grinding. Forget it. We don't stand a chance. Let's retreat. I used the gentlest approach possible for him to consume fragmented Titagen so he could try to absorb and transform it. But you guys saw what happened. He couldn't keep a hold of it. He couldn't even discern between reality and fantasy. Forced extraction puts too much of a burden on his body, and don't forget, all of the enemies here are armed with Omega's tech. If you get hurt, you won't be able to leave, even if you want to. So let's retreat. Whether it's saving Ichil or handling that tree, we can't do it on our own. I couldn't see Katya's face, but she spoke in a tone I'd never heard from her before, plainly laying out the reality of the situation. Her voice wasn't calm or impassioned, hot or cold. I couldn't even detect a hint of emotion. Stop standing there all shocked, Haru. Help them up. I know the way to the entrance, so I'll show you guys. As long as you can get back to Black Ice Alley and meet up with that Captain Lee lady, you should be able to. You can't order me around here. But there is someone here who can. Katya took advantage of Haru's momentary bewilderment and stepped forward, raising a hand to push her aside. He then reappeared in front of me with a cold expression. You can save one person or save the world, but there's no way to save yourself if you do that. And this place isn't worth saving either. I'll find a way to get that girl Ichiro out of here. You don't need to worry about it. Put a finger to her lips or touch her cheeks. I'm gonna put a finger to her lips. squatted down, talking to herself since I still hadn't recovered from the effects of the Tytogen contamination. Her voice wavered between clear and hazy, causing agonizing chaos in my brain. I used all of my effort to raise my arm, slowly putting my index finger to her lips. Don't be so dramatic. Even though I've always found it impossible to avoid feeling confused whenever I do anything. When it comes down to it, as long as I want to do it, as long as I promise I will, there's nothing I won't do. Well, right. Good on you, Adjutant, for at least doing something. You're late, Kagi Neko! Welcome. It's okay. We're not too far. We beat the first part of Chapter 12, and now we're on the second part. But we haven't gotten very far. I opened my eyes wide. Did I miss something? Right, okay. No. I opened my eyes wide and looked past Katya to see Haru biting her lip in silence. The fierce battle idol's eyes shifted between Katya and me for a moment before she regained her typical composure. Adjutant? Your head is really heavy. She's saying I have a fat head? Tess suddenly interrupted from under me, and I couldn't help raising my head. Her face reflected in my eyes, and her cute tone seemed to be somewhat mocking. If you're done relaxing, get up. Think about what this looks like. Oh, is she embarrassed? Looks like he's so comfortable that he's forgotten what we're dealing with right now. She was right. I hastily stood up, doing my best to maintain my balance so they wouldn't notice I was still feeling the effects of the unabsorbed Tytogen. Katya, I have something to ask you. What is it? If I send out a communication signal from this room right now, how long will it take for Omega's men to get here? They won't come. Huh? Didn't you say that this was his base? His lair? He must be holed up in a purified quarantine room like us, right? They're on the defensive right now. We're on the offensive. As long as we don't take action or interfere with Omega's experiment, they have no reason to risk engaging us. Smart. That's right. The countdown is hanging over our heads, but we can't even see the numbers. Every nook and cranny of this base is connected through a surveillance network. Believe it or not, that old weasel is smiling while he watches us through a security camera. That's fine. It actually makes things easier. What are you planning? I wonder that too. Tess, use your magic card to contact Tao and report the situation directly to her. Okay, got it. Am I actually gonna start doing stuff? Haru, I need you to stay on guard. Investigate the terminal devices over there and remove the room from Omega's surveillance network if you can. Remember not to do anything through physical means. We still don't know if... Don't worry. This purified quarantine room is the only thing we can rely on right now. I'll make sure it remains safe and airtight. As always, her reliability left me feeling more confident. Looks like you've recovered enough to give orders. And what about me? Need me to do anything for you, Adjutant? Just stand there and look pretty. Let's try again. Okay, I'm gonna get some hugging time. Come on, Katya, let's do this. And don't hold back this time. Save that rare tenderness of yours for something else. You're unbelievable. I wonder what the Adjutant meant by that. Something else. My mind's already coming up with ideas. I want you to tell me everything that happened between you and Ichil. So I'm doing it. We're doing this. Alright, really quick, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Because I gotta go. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna let you guys watch my cat, because he's cute. Hang on. Let me change this. Oh no, that's not the right one. Hang on. Let me figure this out. I know this. Hang on. This one? No, that's not it. This one, maybe. Oh, there we go. All right, really quickly, I'm just gonna camera with my cat. You guys will see him in a bit. All right, I hope you enjoyed the brief cat stream. So this is the BGM that you're talking about. Etchel's theme song, essentially. Right. Got some missions going on here. Alright, so... I don't even have any really good logistics officers, honestly. Whatever. It doesn't matter because we're probably only going to be using Katya Klein at this point.
Angel, is coming back here scary for you?
No, I just want to destroy this place.
Don't worry. I promised you. We'll all get what we want.
It's interesting. I've never actually heard Ichil speak in English. The last time I played with Ichil as a character was the special chapter. No, it was a chapter where Eda becomes human, and they only had the Japanese VAs in that one.
All done. So easy.
Right, who is this guy? Hybrid soldier. Halt. State the password. Don't try that with me. You know who I am. Blue Bolt, the mercenary. You are late. Watch your tone when talking to me, urchin. Lowering the price is the least your boss can do. I brought the girl. Where are the others? Inside. In the second room.
This is where we go our separate ways.
Assuming she's gonna be...
good
Oh.
now, okay?
Will you come back?
No. You don't need to wait for me. You're free now. You don't need to wait for anyone.
No, she's fucking not. That's such a weird conversation because she's obviously not free. She just got fucking handed over to the bad guys.
Let's go. No more fun to be had here.
Alright, talk to this asshat. They all look the same. Oh, cat's awake. Walking in alone like this. I don't know if you're brave or just stupid. What do you mean? Trying to double-cross me? I'd think twice if I were you. Blue Bolt, you think you're pretty smart, huh? Ah, you thought you disguised yourself well enough that his Lordship Omega wouldn't recognize you, hmm? So, you really shouldn't have come here, Katya Klein. Ah, yep. Take a good long look. Compose yourself. Don't waste your time resisting. So, are we gonna shoot him? Welcome, Katya Klein, to your end. Someone who values your life so little is unworthy of standing before me. Okay. I mean, we already knew this was gonna happen, but...
Bullseye.
We're just gonna kill him.
That's it. Let's hold on to this.
Alright.
This will be a good warm-up.
And surprising no one, we've been destroyed.
Rife with corruption. You certainly have a talent for this type of thing, Omega. Let's go. You think this can stop me? Looks like I hit the jackpot. Turns out that you've been behind everything. Not even encrypted.
Oh. Yeah, she's still gonna get her ass kicked, though she's doing pretty good for herself. Or whatever that is. Don't know what that is, but let's do it.
In such a hurry. Bullseye. If that's all you've got.
Oh! I've never seen her open it, her ultimate, so let's see what that's like.
This is your last chance. I'll give you points for bravery.
So basically, she shoots like a hailstorm.
Get ready for what's coming to you, scumbag. I'm gonna make you pay.
Yeah, something tells me she can't do that. Alright. Escape Omega's pursuit completed. So, and this is basically where she winds up getting injured.
A little surprise for ya.
My god, she actually does. She licks the screen. Yes, a rain of arrows. I've seen a lot of attacks like that before, but they are mostly in MMOs. I got Mia.
Storm.
I built her as much as I can, but
Stay back!
Take Gustav's descendant to the lab.
While you still can. How did he find out? It's too late to go back and look there. I need to find a way out of him first. All done. So easy.
oh, I almost thought that was a hole in the ground. Yeah, I got her.
Let's do this!
I don't think she's gonna be very useful right now, just because
Not enough to keep good old me down. Take that and that.
just because she's not very strong. But yes, I got her.
Alone is how I work best.
Now, to avoid having her die or retreat and forcing me
While
to
you still can.
lose one of my objectives, I'm gonna stop. It does kind of suck. Like I can't use any of my actual characters that I've got. All of my operatives are too low level, and I can't.
If that's all you've got, you won't last long with me.
I can't, what do I want to say? I can't level up until I reach level 60. Yes, I know all about jumping.
All done. So
Do
easy.
you know about Katya's other ammo? Her other ammo? No, I do not. Are you talking about E, where she does like the machine gun fire,
Your
rapid
escape
fire?
route is down below, Miss Mercenary.
Oh, who the fuck is this?
Who are you?
I'm assuming you don't have time for questions. Just go.
Press the reload switch.
There are too many eyes on this place.
Reload switch. I don't think I've ever pressed the reload switch. Let me see here.
In such a hurry to meet your ends, are we?
Okay. Ah. Interesting. Okay.
Let's hold on to this. I'll give you points for bravery.
So it's AoE. I didn't even... Thank you, Kagineko, for telling me that. I did not even realize that was a thing. I didn't even know you could reload. This whole time I've been under the assumption you just had to wait until
Looks like I have no choice but
until
to
you
take
ran
down
out of
something.
ammo and automatically reloaded.
Arming soldiers with Titagen. Only he could come up with that. What an insane monster. In such a hurry to meet your ends, are we? The raging wind howls, and the storm follows. I'll give you... Let's hold on to this. If that's all you've got, you won't last long with me.
Done. I do like the crossbow. Wait a second. Does she have a fake leg? I just realized does she have a fake ass leg? Is that a robotic leg? Oh, and we're going to Fenny. I really don't get it. Every second counts, and you're just twiddling your thumbs. Okay, so it is a prosthetic. I thought so. I'm like, I didn't notice it at first, but then when she did the that ending sequence, I realized her leg was like translucent. Take a page from my book and throw everything you've got at them. Kill every last one of them. It isn't over until they're dust. Ugh, good old Fenny. Can always count on her to overreact. People really don't have any brains when they're mad. What did you say? Ah, that makes sense. And so because of her new skins, we don't actually see it, really. I'm saying you got even dumber, Fenny. Wow, Acacia. Harsh. Whoever takes risks is the smartest, and I end up battered and bruised all over every single time. Hey, Wednesday, do you think... Huh? Why are you holding that thing? To think powerful Heimdall operatives like us need to rely on this thing here to save the adjutant. Oh? This is a piece of the Mori fragment recovered from the Titan you destroyed. You three need to get over there as soon as possible and hand it over to Jinu. Let him try to absorb it and then transform it. If he is able to do this, then he has a chance of uprooting that tree. And if he fails, life, you can already see part of Valhalla connect to the tree in Yerus, correct? To a certain extent, you and Jinu are now sharing the same view. After entering Northwind Aerospace Center, you will come to understand. The closer you get to the tree, the clearer your and his vision will become. However, the mental pressure will also grow more intense. At most, this sample can help him familiarize himself with how to enter that world. If he gets lost in that space, you'll be his only hope. You like the Master Love theme, or would you prefer if it was more neutral? Master Love theme. Everyone is doing something they still haven't mastered. Hey, quick, hide that thing! Looks like it's too late. Hang on a second. I'm getting a call from my mom. Give me just 1 second. Yes? I mean, it doesn't matter to me either way. Okay. Alright, I apologize for that. That was my mom calling. She's for... I can't remember if it's a birthday or an anniversary or something, but she wants to do like a family cruise. In October 2027. So, I guess she was just calling me about that. Rather than texting me for whatever reason. I have no idea, but she just wanted to call me to talk about that. and asked me my preference in rooms, and I don't really care, to be honest. She thought I didn't want to be near her, but it doesn't really matter to me where my room is. But I apologize for answering that. Since it was family, I figured it was important. And where are we right now? Oh, there we go. The door flew open, and a group of heavily armed security department employees nervously drew their weapons. Caroline stood in front of all of them with a somber expression. I knew it was you guys, but thank goodness for that. Alright guys, all clear here. How could there possibly be any Tytogen contamination leak in the company, right? What the? The security department's employees who had raced there because they had detected high concentrations of Tytogen looked around at one another, then left in a huff at Caroline's insistence. You guys... Is the aircraft ready? That's exactly why I'm here. It's ready. Good, Caroline, we can always count on her. Miss Wednesday, we all know you missed the adjutant, but you still can't take that thing out on company grounds. Oh, that's the Mori fragment with the blue Etta. Hey. Oh man. She's just being cold. Who knows why? Just forget it. The three fully equipped operatives proudly strode out of the Yggdrasil's front door. They would fly over to Northwind Aerospace Center as quickly as possible. Regardless of the risk it entailed, the girls had to save the most important person to them. I'm a little curious because I feel like where we were in the story, it didn't seem like we were all of that intimate at the moment. So I'm wondering what changed here. Then, they would help him confront the enemy behind everything that had happened recently. The Vanguard squad, led by Life, has already left. We just need to hold out for 6 more hours. No, I get that the writing approach changed. It's just I kind of figured that like there would be some context to explain why the girls are suddenly like more interested in the adjutant. It kind of seems like they just abruptly went from 0 to 60 after chapter 11. Got it. So that's actually a little bit annoying. As a harem writer myself, I like it when the relationships make sense. So I really enjoy the build-up as much as I enjoy what comes afterward. I think the relationship has to feel like it naturally progresses. Of course, what I hate the most is when there's no relationship. You know, I watch a crap ton load of harem anime, and the fact that, you know, you can watch several seasons, read hundreds of chapters, and nothing fucking happens in a harem series is just like the most frustrating thing to me. But yeah, that's just me. That's too long. Omega could take Ichel's body any minute. If he succeeds, he can use her physical characteristics to fully activate the tree to grant himself immortality. If that happens, no one can stop him. Tyrants with immortality and an army powered by Tytogen. Ichil is in the lab by the command center now, but we're on the lowest level of the entire base. In that case, the shortest path to Ichil would be the most dangerous path. A shrill ringing sound suddenly interrupted our deployment. An insidious laugh followed, broadcast through the old-fashioned speakers hidden on the ceiling. Looks like these rats don't know when to escape. They want to steal something even if it costs them their lives. Fuck you. Omega? Well, since you all want to be put to use and desire an official position in the new, imminent empire I am creating, goddamn. Listen to this arrogant fucktwad, jeez! Then start begging on your hands and knees and calmly accept your death. Yes. Yes, I do. Babies, the answer is yes. Almost instantaneously, Tess pushed on my neck to press me down, while Katya and Haru fired back without any hesitation. Oh, concentrated gunfire outside the window of the quarantine room followed the cursed voice. Almost instantly, Tess pushed on my neck to press me down, while Katya and Haru fired back without hesitation. Fire with full force. Don't let up. Don't leave anyone alive other than the Heimdall adjutant. Oh, they want me alive. The cold remarks outside the door sounded like a kind of verdict. Even so, there seemed to be a trace of life in those words. Our enemy was frightened by the supernatural power of the manifestations. Yet because they wanted me alive, they paused before attacking and avoided using more destructive weaponry. But why did they want to spare me? Obviously, looks like they're only using light weapons. Captain Haru, I can run out there and act as a diversion. Stay down and keep still. Find cover and protect the adjutant. If you want to return fire, aim for their muzzle flash. Katya Klein? Katya Klein! Do you copy? Oh, Katya's already gone off. Oh, never mind. Relax, Naruse Haru. I know what you want me to do. Oh. Whew, done. Gunfire continued to light up the dim room as Katya's voice sounded over our heads. The nimble hunter had avoided all attention by dangling upside down from the ceiling. Wow, that's kind of hot, actually. Then, she instantly shot the enemies closest to the door and window with her crossbow bolts, giving us a temporary opening amidst the gunfire. Your turn, Naruse Haru. Now. She's using her knife, huh? Her sword sliced through the air like a sharp gust. Several enemies who intended on rushing forward were dead before they even got the chance to draw their guns. Haru jumped out of a broken window, and I suddenly felt a weightless sensation. Katya landed on the ground before she and Tess rushed out of the quarantine room, supporting me under their arms, so I'm just being like dragged along. What the fuck? Come on, adjutant. Get your act together. Which way? That door up ahead on the right. Watch the corner. As Katya led the advance, she spun around and shot down 3 Quarrena soldiers who had poked their heads around the corner and begun shooting. Her bolts pierced right through the wall and into their throats, scaring off anyone else from showing their face. Katya? Yeah? You think those will come in handy? Those? What are those? I looked at Tess, somewhat surprised. Her eyes gleamed as she stared at the miniature rockets and boosters sitting in a display cabinet. Oh dear. I think I know where this is going. Huh. You look like a pretty nice girl. Don't ruin the good impression you made. Well, the magician always puts on the most unexpected performances. Why is he not getting it? What are you guys talking about? Obviously. Idiot. Keep your head down and run. He is kind of an idiot right now. He suddenly shoved me and I staggered forward a few steps. Before I had time to recover, Haru grabbed my wrist from up ahead and we barged through a door at the end of the hallway. Behind me, Tessa's magic card was flashing red. As I heard a violent explosion, the red-haired magician dashed in and slammed the door shut, leaving only blazing flames and scattered howls outside. Katya? Tess, proudly standing with her hands on her hips, was suddenly overcome with panic when she noticed Katya hadn't raced in with her. I looked up and scanned the room. There were no signs of Katya in the empty workshop. Oh no, did I mess up again? Katya? Your skills aren't bad. I'm sure you're even better on stage, huh? So Katya survived, thank God. And I knew she would, but still. Just as Tess had begun to panic, Katya's voice suddenly sounded over a communication. Judging by her calm tone, she was most likely completely fine. You scared me to death. I thought you got hurt in the explosion. Katya, where are you? I'm leading the enemy away from you, and I'm planning our next steps. She was clever, making the right choice for the current circumstances. Omega was turning up the heat, and at a time like this, operating as a single group wasn't the best strategy. If we wanted to keep fighting, we needed someone to be our eyes. She was more familiar with the layout than we were, and her body would remain unaffected by Tytogen, meaning she could move about freely. Don't worry, Adjutant. I'm not going to bail on you. Katya, our top priority is to save Ichol. You know what I mean. You don't need to worry about that. I hoped she could momentarily control her hatred for Omega and not do anything too risky. Alright, the path to the upper level is clear. Leave from the back door of the workshop and head up the stairs. I'll be in front of you the whole time and won't stray too far. But watch your backs. If he doesn't have enough men in this base, Omega will probably call back the Quarrena guys who were sent over to the bunker. It would be bad if you got sandwiched between them. She hung up as soon as she finished talking. I inadvertently glanced over in the direction we'd come from, and I saw Tess staring at me with wide eyes. What's wrong? Captain Haru? What? Wait, what happened to Captain Haru? Ah, Adjutant. You and Tess go ahead. If anyone is following us, I'll handle them. She'd been holding my wrist ever since we came in. Now, she was mumbling to herself with her head lowered, completely unaware that she had already lost control of her own body. Her massively strong grip on my wrist brought on a pain that struck me to the bone. It was also mixed with a sensation of stifling heaviness that was all too familiar. Please tell me that the Adjutant is going to absorb the Tytogen here. You are hurt. Oh, God. I reached up to hold her shoulder in an effort to check her injuries, but she immediately fell into me as soon as I touched her, like she had no strength left. Adjutant, if ever there is a time to get your ass in gear, now might be it. Potent Tytogen poured into me from every inch of her skin that was touching mine, and my vision and thoughts suddenly grew hazy. My feet went soft, and I was unable to keep my balance. I simply hugged her as we fell to the ground together. My hand, unconsciously holding her waist, suddenly felt wet, warm, and slick. Ah, shit. Adjutant! Captain Haru, so... Dazed, I could only make out Tess running toward us in a panic. However, she seemed to be moving in slow motion, and her face, filled with fear, grew less and less distinct. I powerlessly lowered my gaze, spotting a long gash on Haru's waist where a stray bullet had grazed her. Blood was spurting from the wound, dripping over my palm and between my fingers. First it was Odin, and now Tyr. Who will be the next to suffer on your behalf? Edda. Keep on fighting, Adjutant. Do your best to harness this unexpected power. You'll just prove to yourself that everything, all of this, is for nothing. The ridiculing voice sounded close yet distant, while the image in front of my eyes was constantly being warped. Without a doubt, Haru was being flooded, and the recent changes to my body meant I was getting pulled into it too. I had to do something. I wouldn't let the same disaster happen twice. So all I can do is use a Balder inhibitor injection bullet. Okay. I mustered all of my strength, as well as the final vestiges of my consciousness, to grab the emergency injection bullet in my pocket. But my vision was still blurred, and I had no idea where Haru was. Tess! Tess, help! The clamorous shouts, reverberating within my own heart, diminished into uncontrollable murmurs by the time they left my lips. For a fleeting moment, I could seemingly see the image in front of me clearly. Oops. Oh, no, never mind. Omega's ambushed forces poured into the massive rocket assembly workshop from all directions. Tess dragged Haru and me with one hand and fired at the enemies with her other. Arn, escape magic. Come on, Tess Kotkin. Think of a magic trick to help everyone escape. Sweat dripped from her forehead, sliding down her flushed face and down to her small, round chin. It finally fell on my face and began to run into my eyes. I did everything in my power to hold on to this brief moment of consciousness, lifted the injection bullet in my hand, and aimed it at Haru. I didn't have time to load into my gun, but I could only close my fingers and pierce her with it directly. I knew my cerebral spinal fluid should be enough to dissolve the Titagen overtaking Haru's body. Is that going to work? Or is it too late? Ha! Get the hell out of here, you little brat. I can save her. I'm going to... Oh shit, please tell me. Adjutant, that's enough. This is it. No, it's not. The beautiful girl in my arms suddenly opened her eyes, turning to look at me. Haru, you... This close to one another. Her eyes looked incredibly sharp. The expression she wore was totally different than before. I'm happy I was able to fight alongside you until today. What are you saying? Although I'm reluctant to go, this broken blade can no longer crave the tenderness and protection of its scabbard. Right? This can't be the end when you're literally on the next patch. The fuck you saying all this for? Please remember me as I am now and do what you must do. She lay there in my arms, saying things I couldn't understand, then took my trembling hand in hers. I watched on helplessly as she flipped my wrist around and jabbed the injection bullet into my own body. What? Captain Haru? Get the adjutant out of here. Save Ichil. Then, what about you? Me? Huh. I'll give these guys a taste of Tyr's fury. So, in the end, the adjutant still couldn't do jack shit. Motherfucker. That kind of still pisses me off. Like, I get it, building up.
Unleash a storm.
But I've been I know it's gonna happen. I know it will.
Excessive Titagen
But it still
contamination.
sucks.
It looks like he knows we're here. Hey, magician girl. Can you hang in there?
Whoa! These rockets! In the past, the arrows must have been really powerful. Huh? We can climb up from here!
There we go.
I, the great magician, can perform a surprise attack from the high ground!
What's wrong with me? I'll give you points for bravery. This is your last chance.
Welcome! Princess's World of Magic!
Let's speed things up. Don't worry, it'll be over soon. Let's go. No more fun to be had here.
That was annoying.
Let's hold on to this.
So you feel like the pacing was fine for this one? Kagi Neko? There.
Let's go through these pipes.
Careful! This is a tight space. It's perfect for a trap.
Come on, hurry up. The kid should be right up ahead.
Stop them! Don't let anyone near the lab! So close. No one can stop me now.
All done.
Fuck you,
So
Omega.
easy. Let's hold on to this. This will be a good warm-up.
Bullseye.
The raging wind howls, and the storm follows. Let's hold on to this. I'll give you points for bravery.
Welcome! Princess's World of Magic!
Alone
All right.
will work best.
I think we're almost done.
This
Oh, shit.
is your last chance.
We gotta switch that. Oh. Actually, no. We'll keep doing this.
Run while you still can.
There.
All done. So easy.
Ambush success.
Amber success. I have been successfully licked. Alright. So, something tells me this VN-esque moment here. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. I apologize. That was not what I wanted to do. I will go through that again. However, because of the time, okay, and I don't mind. I don't mind that so much as I mind the way he acts. I think is what is what generally gets me going, is like when you've got this guy who's in a position of power and supposed to be like smart, and he acts kind of dumb. I'm just like, dude, like I at least want him to try. And a lot of the times I feel like he's not necessarily trying. But the power progression, like, you know, waiting until the climax when the stakes are their highest and it looks like everything's gonna go to shit and you're gonna lose. I think that's
Easy peasy. Uh-oh. Quick, get it back. Phew.
part about his act. That's part of my post about post chapter 12 rant. Ah, gotcha. So that's part of your chapter 12 rant. I remember you talking about that. So what was I gonna do? I was gonna do something before heading out, because I'm gonna have to head out soon. Just because I do not have, because I have an appointment and not a lot of time to get ready for it. So, but I was gonna do some things on here before I did that, and I don't remember what I was gonna do. What is this? Item extract. Oh, we got Benny Wild Hunt, who I don't actually have. Does that mean I've got her now? Or Life Wild Hunt. No. Oh yeah, I got her. No, I don't got her. Unlock. No, I got her. I guess since she is a 5-star, I'll use her. I don't got her weapon though. Reach adjutant level 55. Alright. I think we're in a decent place right now. Ballistic support. Is someone plopping in the world chat? Different milk. You ever wonder if churn or merle salt have different milk flavors? No, I've never actually wondered that, but now you got me curious. Man, the chat in here is wild. Yeah, so that's it for today. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm a little out of it, so I am very tired, I'll be honest. I didn't sleep well last night. I didn't even get to sleep until late at night. And I woke up at like 5 o'clock in the morning because of my cat. But I do appreciate you guys coming on here, and we will finish part 2 or chapter 12 part 2 tomorrow. And hopefully we'll have reached the part that I am looking for, is the adjutant finally growing a pair. Like he's doing okay, I think. But at the same time, there's a lot about the way he acts that, considering what position he had been in previously before the game started, a lot of the way he acts does not make sense to me. And I know his memories were technically erased, but I still feel like his personality should be a lot more proactive. And even if he doesn't quite understand, you know, what's going on because he's being bombarded with new information, you know, I feel like he should still at least act calm and collected for the most part. And I don't like that he seems to be acting kind of like not quite a teenager, but just kind of like a blank slate, I guess. It's hard to explain when I'm this tired. But anyways, 2 hours and 40 minutes. That's not my longest stream. We normally do longer streams, but this is going to be the end of the stream for now. Kagineko, Babies, Cal. I don't think Tin Can shut up, but thank you guys for joining me. Appreciate it. Dede. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Thank you for popping in. Oh. Thank you guys as well. I appreciate you joining me. I have an appointment to head off to, so I will be quitting quickly. We're just gonna not even bother popping in that screen. I'm just gonna end the broadcast. That way I don't forget and have you guys sitting here for like 2 hours. You guys have a good one. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you all tomorrow.